What's up, everybody? Scott Jansen here, and in today's video, I actually want to break down how you can actually start and grow an online course business. So guys, whether you're new to the online course business, maybe you're a therapist or a coach who's looking at maybe wanting to start their own online course, produce this and put it into the market, sell it to their customers, and really unsure what you need to do, guys, I'm actually going to break down my entire business model for my own online course business, the things you need to concentrate on in order for it to grow and scale, and some of the biggest mistakes that most people are creating and doing when they start their online course business, and ultimately how you can avoid these things. So guys, I'm very, very excited about this one. We haven't talked too much about the online course businesses yet, but in this video, guys, I'm actually going to break down my entire business structure. So guys, you can just copy. I'll show you the main elements that I concentrate on to grow my own online course business, and make sure you're doing it from scratch and doing it the proper way and concentrating on the most important elements. So guys, without further ado, let's dive straight into the program, or I should say the presentation that I have for you, and show you guys how to start and grow your own online course business. Let's get into it. All right, so here we go. So with this video, as I said, let's break down a simple, I guess you could say like a simple business model for your online program business. So if you're really struggling to grow or scale or even sell your first couple of online courses, this business model is how I've grown my own online course business from scratch, and that's also how we teach our top earning students as well. And really this really breaks down in this video, and I'll give you two versions of this thing right now, is what I call my flywheel. So if you can imagine like a wheel that spins around and around and around with four different elements, four different parts, and each part will impact the next part, and so on and so forth. So what we're ultimately trying to do is have a wheel that spins over and over and over and will impact and grow in a very positive way the next part of the business model itself. So like I said, we break this down into four equal parts. I'm going to take you through what each part does. I'll give you two versions of this flywheel and how it can give you massive input into your online course business, even whether you're working from scratch or you're looking to scale. This really represents a big scaling model as well. But guys, let me break this down, and what you're going to see right now is my entire business model. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's break this down. So let's look at the top here. The first thing, obviously, we have an online course business. You need an online course. So this could be course or courses. So right now we have two courses. So I have my 100K coaching program, and I also have my Therapy Maximizer program. What you guys are seeing right now as far as this business model really represents our Therapy Maximizer business, because we're showing coaches and therapists how to start and grow an online course business. And it's using the essentially the same business model that I use in my business as of today. So you first need an online course or an online courses. Now, I'm obviously not going to show you how to make your online course today. That can be for another video, but we have to start with some sort of product, okay? So this is really stepping outside of the face-to-face. So whether you're working as a therapist or a coach, you're working with face-to-face clients, this you can think of as like your evolution. We know, and I've said in many videos before, that face-to-face businesses can only scale so far because we're limited by time, and we're also limited by the amount of clients that we can see, which is obviously going to have an impact on our income. So the next evolution to really start to scale any sort of therapy or coaching business is to evolve into like an online course business, where maybe you can create like a therapy type course, like a mindset online course, whatever it is. As a therapist or a coach, you're good at, and maybe it's your expertise. We can sort of productize your solution and turn it into an online course, because it allows us to create this wheel, or sort of like an evergreen online course business that can sell even while you're asleep, or even while you're you're overseas. You've probably seen a lot of those business models like the laptop lifestyle. This is really what it's representing. Okay, so we need an online course because we need something to sell. So let me break down the next part. The next is results. Now this seems so simple, but so many people screw this up. Whenever you're looking at creating an online course, guys, or you're looking to run this sort of business model, your main focus should be on results. Okay, and I don't mean results for yourself. I mean results for your clients and students. You've probably seen all those 7, 8, and 9-figure coaches and therapists market on Facebook, where they're standing in their big mansion, they're standing in front of their Audi, they're swimming these massive rooftop pools with, all the glitz and glamour, the jewelry, the cars, the music, all that stuff. And they're trying to promote that lifestyle. They're trying to promote that lifestyle. Like if you join their program, you join their online course, you can turn any business, or you can start a business and have this lifestyle. Now, what I find really interesting is for a lot of these businesses, they start off really, really quick, but they fizzle out really, really quick as well. So they start off with a bang, glitz and glamour. They're the latest thing on the internet. They're the latest guru to come out. They make their 7 and 8 figures, and then within a year, they're gone. Because what happens is they create an online course that really provides no results. So it's very easy to market a course. You can market a course, you can hype it up, you can talk everything you can about it to get sales coming in. But within about 12 months to maybe 24 months, when people start going through the course, your clients and customers aren't getting results. They're not getting what is promised. It was a lot of hype. They're not getting support. They're not getting any iterations to the program. And essentially, they've got thousands and thousands of people in their online course, but no results. And then quickly, that person just goes away, takes their money, and tries another business down the line. This is what happens with a lot of online course businesses and a lot of experts and gurus as well. So when I came into this, I wanted to think, okay, I don't want a short-term business. I don't want this business to fizzle out within 24 months. I'm really dedicated to helping people get results. So what I started to include inside of my business model is definitely a worthwhile mindset structure, guys, is to start to think long-term. Don't just think short-term, which is how can I get the most amount of people in my course and make the most amount of money for me? I'm not concentrating on my results. I know as an aggregate, if my students get the results they're promised plus more, I'm going to make money as well. My business is going to grow as a result of those results, I guess we could say. So my number one focus in my company today, guys, from scratch is always results. I'm always thinking of new ways of giving my students results better than what they expected. And guys, when I show you the next version of this, I'm going to show you how you guys can price this course competitively and stay very competitive in an oversaturated market as well with this results idea as well. So I'll get to that in a moment. But guys, results are what matters. Results is what grows a business long term. Short term, sure, you may not make as much money quick. So I'll give you an example. Our business, well, my company right now for our 100K coaching program will do anywhere between about 40 to maybe 70 odd $1,000 per month, but it's taken a couple of years to get to that point. Now, if I put that alongside another business that might do like $100,000 every month, $250,000 per month, $500,000 per month, it doesn't look that much. But what I'm talking about is the result portion of this, where I can clearly state and be very confident when I say this, the results per the percentage of people that we get into our course is probably the highest in the market, as in therapists and coaches, teaching this sort of business model to help them grow their business. So what I'm concentrating on, guys, is the long term. I know over time, and this is, evident in our income for our company, is that my income grows every single month. It's always growing and growing and growing. But I never forget the fact that it's not about concentrating on my own company growing. It's about the results growing. How can I be sure and almost guarantee to a point that if someone joins my program, follows the step, they are going to get results? And the better I can make these results, guys, the more my company is going to grow, the more my students and my customers are going to be happy and their business is going to grow. But right at the start, it may seem fairly slow. But I know long term, if I keep up in the same sort of vein, I keep the same sort of mindset and concentrate on my results, my business will grow long term. And in that long term of growing my company over and over, month by month by month, and like I said, this is just one of our courses. We have our second course that's more of a high ticket, which brings in about the same money per month anyway, so well over that $100,000 per month. But again, it seems rather slow, but I'm playing the long-term game, guys. So you want to start to think about this for your own online course business. Don't be the glitz and glamour. Don't get out there and just hype this course up to make as much money as possible, because within maybe even only 6 months, your business will fizzle out. Because the only thing that matters when it comes to an online course, guys, and what your customers and potential clients are looking for is results. Can you get results? And you guys have probably been in online courses before where you've got no results. You've sort of, got a bad taste in your mouth when it comes to an online course or buying another online program or something like that, because the results just aren't there. And it's a sad fact that most online courses are just garbage. I know I've got laptops and USB sticks full of very bad online courses. Now, I learned a lot from them because I learned what not to do, but it really encapsulated that they hyped up the course. There was no results, there was no structure, there was no support, there was no step-by-step process. So although I didn't get anything from those courses, I sort of learned what not to do. And I quickly recognized that these big hyped up courses offer no results. And it's a very short-term way to think about your business or your company. You want to think long-term, guys, okay? So results is what matters. So what does results work into? So we start with the online course. The better the online course, let me see if I can get in the camera here. Online course, the better the results. Move down to the next part of this wheel. The bottom part of this wheel, so down here, we move into happy students, happy clients. If you look at someone like Jeff Bezos, who is the richest man in the world, he has two things he goes by. Happy people, like happy clients and happy students, and customers, I guess we could say, and producing products. The more products he produces or he sells on Amazon or has sellers sell on Amazon, the more chances he has of happy people coming back and selling their products over and over again. And he's always focused on customers. How can I improve the experience of the customer, the seller on the online process, in Amazon selling their product? And it's the same thing for us, guys. Online course goes down to results. Results will equal very happy students and customers. So what happens from there, guys? Well, it stands to reason that the happier your clients, the happier your students, the better you can market results. So I'll transition after I've done all this, guys, and I'll give you an example of what our Facebook looks like. And I want to show you how we market our results. And I've talked about this in videos before, but I just want to show you some real world time. This is what really drives most of the traffic into our business. And I don't pay for ads. I don't pay for funnels. We don't, I don't have affiliates. I don't have anything like that selling my course. It's all coming from us. And we're just basically marketing results. It's thanks to the results and the happy students that are sending us constant referrals, getting my name and my brand out there, and I'm able to market their results and really prove to the marketplace that our course is one that you should be taking if you've got these problems in your life or your business and you want to solve them. Results equal happy students, guys, and happy clients. The happier your clients, the more you can market their results, the quicker your business is going to grow, and the more chance of getting more people into your course allows you to get more market results, to get more happy people. So if you make sure, guys, that the results are right, and you can just keep driving people into your course, which is giving results, you're going to get happy student or happy customer after happy customer after happy customer, testimonial after testimonial, proof after proof, student success videos like we've shown you guys before. We can do those over and over again with multiple different students. But guys, it all comes back from the second part, which is results. If you could imagine you created an online course that got no results, you wouldn't have happy students. Then you wouldn't have anything to market. And like I said, there's a big differentiation between a coach, with an online course business talking about what he's achieved or she's achieved in her life, like the laptop lifestyle, the big Audi, the mansion, the holidays all the time, talking about their results. But it's a different ball game having other people achieve the same results that you can in your company. So guys, my mindset around this is I'm not worried about what's going on with me and my company. I know it'll grow if I create results for my students and they're very happy with those results. My company and my courses will sell as an aggregate. But if all I concentrate on is my results, like my income, and making sure I've got that lifestyle that I've promised to everybody else, my company is going to fizzle out very, very quickly. It's going to sound really hyped up at the start, but then it's going to break down. So guys, we want to start to think long term. But concentrating on results is a very long-term strategy. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't concentrate on it, nor can they create results. So when it comes to, starting or even growing your online course business, guys, if it's stagnant and it's not growing, don't think about more ways to market it. Don't think about adding more funnels, more websites. The thing that you should be concentrating on, guys, is results. The most amount of time I spend in my company is thinking about how can I iterate or change my program for better results. Even to the point where my students are so happy right now, and we almost guarantee success to everybody, that when I produce a new version or a new iteration for my online program, it blows them away because they're telling me, I'm already making so much money with your course, Scott. Now you give me this iteration, I'm making even more money. Like, it's just incredible. Happy students, guys. More results. So if your business, your online courses are not selling, your business isn't growing, it's not scaling, concentrate on results. Don't concentrate on where the marketing lies with more funnels, more Facebook ads, more YouTube videos. That stuff will come later. But it gets easier and better if you can start to market those results. The happier your clients, guys, the more results you're going to get, which means those results are going to drive more people into your online course. You can see the wheel here. So let's look at on the left, market results, drives people into your online course. Because your online course produces results, you're going to have very happy students. Very happy students are going to tell other people by looking at their results to go join your course, which gives results, which produces more happy students and more happy clients. Hopefully you guys can see that wheel spinning over and over. And this is an evergreen process, guys. Now, I won't get into the particulars too much of how we market this, but as you guys are probably well aware, like I said, we don't do funnels or ads or anything like this, but I'm constantly driving people from Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn into my online course because it produces results and gives happy students. And the way I market results is talking about my students, not about me. It's not about showing, my house and my car and my income. Sure, I might talk about it every now and then, and I might show it every now and then just for a bit of motivation, but it takes the attention of what's most important, which is my students. I'm dedicated to making sure my students and my clients can be the happiest they can be and get more value out of my course than what they paid for. Now, with that thought in mind, let me show you what I mean around pricing, which is going to be around results, because this is how you can have like a competitive edge in the online course business as well, guys. All right, so we've got the same sort of funnel, guys. Okay, so let's start at the top. Let's talk about price and having a competitive price. So as an example, my 100K coaching program as it stands now is $997 Australian, so not even $1,000. Now, if you compare my course price to, let's just inside my market, which is helping therapists and coaches grow their businesses, it's quite different if you've got like a course that teaches you how to build a website or to create an affiliate program or something like that. That's quite different. Let's stick into the niche that I know very well. So I price my program competitively, okay? So my program being 6 weeks online, and if I look at the value that we provide, $997, it's very competitive. It's probably one of the cheapest courses out there, and I'll show you what I mean about pricing competitively and also having competitive value. And again, guys, these are mindset shifts. You really want to indoctrinate yourself into this way of thinking. Write this stuff down, guys, because like I said, this is the long-term value we talked about as well. So $997. There's courses out there that may be similar to mine that might be charging $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000. Why did I price it competitively? Remember, long-term thinking. I know for therapists and coaches, if I price my course competitively, and if someone was just to look at the price alone from my course to another one, mine seems cheaper. Okay, it's perceptibly cheaper because it's $997 in comparison to $1,997. So already I've got an advantage. Okay, and I know that because my course produces results, I want to keep driving people through it. I want to have a price that's so competitive that anyone can really afford it. Which means that if they can afford it, they'll come into my online program and they'll get results, which turns into another happy customer, which turns into another thing that I can market, another bit of proof, testimonial, screenshot, whatever it is. And that flywheel, the version I gave before, flywheel starts spinning over and over. So pricing competitively at $997. What does this allow me to do one step further outside of just the competitive price is create what I call unbeatable value. So how we price it is like this, guys. When I thought about pricing my course, I thought, how can I make an online course that produces better results, is cheaper, and has more value than like a $25,000 mastermind, a $50,000 mastermind, a $10,000 online course. So I started to think about price being competitive, $997, remember, I'm slowly growing that business month by month by month by month, and it's growing exponentially. But the unbeatable value comes like this. I recognized in my market, and this is a real little secret, guys, I recognized in my market that the products and services that other coaches and therapists in my position are selling these courses are, their value is horrible. It's disgusting. meaning that you buy their course, even if it's like $1,997, you get access to the course for 12 months, you get one coaching call per month, and that's it. There's no extra support. There might be a Facebook group where no one's really answering any questions. Or if you're lucky, you have a coach or a therapist there that, didn't make the course or is an old student who's just trying to give their advice on what you should do, but there's no constant support. And like I said, at the end of the 12 months, you've got to rebuy the course again. You're not getting any results. Nothing's really happening. It's an old, outdated version of the course that was built 15 years ago to suit marketing back then. Those sorts of courses you guys have probably been on. So the unbeatable value was this: price competitively. And I thought, what could I offer my market that nobody else is? So we offer lifetime access, like complete lifetime access, $997 complete lifetime access. Also on top of this, there's a lot that goes into this. If I iterate or change the version of the course to make it better, to suit a new marketing style, or to change something in the course to suit what's going on in the market, my students don't pay any extra for that. Lifetime access to the iterations. On top of that, monthly group coaching calls, which is pretty typical. Okay. We also have a Facebook group, which is pretty sort of typical as well, where I answer all the questions in the group. I do all the coaching calls. I create all the iterations of the course. Now you might think, well, Scott, how the hell do you run a business if you're doing all these things? I'll talk about how that works in a moment. But the biggest support model for us guys is once someone's in my program, I give them the support as in they can contact me directly on Facebook, but also they can book strategy calls with me. Unlimited amounts of strategy calls with me to make sure that I have happy customers, to make sure they're getting results. Now you might be thinking, well, hang on, if you've got thousands of people in your course, how are you able to structure this business where you can offer all of these things but still have time to run your company? Well, here's a little insider scoop, guys. Just because we offer the strategy calls, we offer the extra support, we only find about 20% of the actual people that are in the course actually take us up on that. Okay, so even though we offer it, and we offer it to absolutely everybody, we make it really clear when they join our course as well, it doesn't mean everybody takes it. But what's important to recognize here is my day is consistent of, to really give you an idea of what an online course business is trying to make the course better to get results and showing support. I don't know where that laptop lifestyle really comes into it, where they're swimming in pools, going on holidays, driving their nice cars. Probably 10 to 12 hours of my day amongst the strategy calls and stuff that I'm doing is helping my current students. But what this means is, because I'm spending a lot of time with my current students, I unfortunately have to sacrifice a few things. Obviously, I don't care about the sacrifice lifestyle because I don't care about that stuff anyway. For me, it's about happy customers. But the support model that we have means I have to have some short-term sacrifice. So what does this mean? And again, this is just a mindset shift, guys, for your online course business. It means that pretty typically I will push aside potential strategy calls of people joining my program if it means helping my current student now. And if it means having to extend my hours of the day and do a 15 or an 18-hour day to meet someone's time zone so they can get on a strategy call if they're a student of mine already. If it means I've got to sit on a 3-hour Zoom call with a student who's concerned about their niche and wants some clarification and needs the extra support, my short-term sacrifice now of my time, definitely some income, some potential growth in my business outside of what we have that's automatic in that flywheel. If it means that long-term, I have, as you guessed it, happy customers and I can market results. So guys, how does this flywheel work together? Well, if your price is competitive, you're going to be competitive in a market where your course just seems cheaper. So you got more chances of people joining your course if it's cheaper. But then you have to go to the next level, which is provide unbeatable value. If you look at your market right now, guys, what is your competition not offering? Are they not offering lifetime access? Maybe they only give you 6 months access to the course. Maybe the price is like 10 to 20, 30 times yours. How can you price competitively and create better value? How can you offer way more support than everybody else? And when you can match these elements of the price that's competitive, unbeatable value, showing and giving more than your competition for that value, again, you'll drive more people into your course. But again, you're going to have to think about some short-term sacrifice. I am happy right now to sacrifice some income now if it means that I have a current student in my program who joins my program, has maybe some questions around their niche or wants to do a strategy call every day for 2 weeks straight. If it means I've got to sacrifice something in my company that grows today, which is the income, and I need time to do that. If it means that I've got to stop my company to make sure they're happier than when they started my course, and it means if I give them some extra strategies or advice and it means they get more paying clients, long term, I'm going to win, because now I'm guaranteeing success for all of my students. So a lot of therapists and coaches are out there trying to build up their own lifestyle, their own income, their own mansions and the house and, shiny objects and stuff like that. I am solely focused on supporting my current students, which is going to give me more market results, which is going to allow me to drive more people into my course, which allow more people to experience my unbeatable value. But again, I have some short-term sacrifice support, but I'm sacrificing short-term income now and time and success, but I'm sacrificing that now, but I know long-term that's going to grow out of control in a very positive way. Your goal, guys, should always be not only just the support, but having very happy customers. And when the point, like, you can drive, let's say, 100 people into your course and 98 people get unbelievable results. There's never 100% in everything. Your company is always going to win, but you've got to realize in order to do that, it's going to be some short-term sacrifice. You're going to have to give more unbeatable value than everybody else, because the way you market your business, which I'll show you very soon, just on my Facebook page very quickly, you've probably seen how we mark results, guys, but I'll give you some real world look at that, is you become very competitive in an oversaturated market. So while every other, therapist and coach or expert out there is trying to create these real flashy courses, hyping it up lifestyle, but then they fizzle out after 12 months, guys, you want to start to think long term. And it's this flywheel, guys, that you want to be adding to your online course business, whether you're a coach, therapist, ITT, doesn't matter what course you're selling. This is a real competitive advantage for long-term success in your business and your company. So remember, I'll just reiterate, happy clients, guys. What can you do every single day that makes your clients and students happier? Creating unbeatable value will do that. Offering more support, if it means you've got a short-term sacrifice in your company, your students will love that. Price competitively, the whole market will love that. Hence, you'll get more people long-term, maybe not be as quick. We don't get, hordes of people every single day, join, but it's very consistent. We're dripping people into this very consistently over and over 7 days a week. And over time, that's growing and growing and growing and growing. And as that's growing, we're getting more happy students, giving more support, bit of sacrifice here, creating unbeatable value. But we're also getting the most amount of market results, the most amount of proof that my online course is the real deal. So guys, hopefully that was informative. I'm going to transition over to my Facebook page just to show you what I mean about market results. And if you are getting some current market results, how you can use that on Facebook, just give you a quick glimpse on how to do that. You've probably heard me talk about it before. But guys, this is really my business model. Like I said, the number one thought in my head each day is, how can I make my students happier? What can I do to my program to make it so beyond what they've paid for and create so much unbeatable value that they never have to go anywhere else? Because I know the happier I make them, the better results they get, the more they're going to talk, the more they're going to tell other people, tell their friends, family, and colleagues, which is going to drive more people into my course. And there's that flywheel effect. I'm not having to touch the funnels and the ads and all that sort of stuff, where most people concentrate on that, which is very short term. I'm thinking about long-term logistics, unbeatable value, and very happy customers, which opens my course up to be a very positive experience in my marketplace. So guys, let me transition over to my Facebook page and I'll show you some market results and how you can do that for yourself, which really encapsulate that idea we've talked about today. All right, guys. So here's what I mean about showing your results, of essentially showing and marketing your happy customers. Now, this would just be a quick glimpse because I'm sure you guys have seen me talk about this before, but I just want to show you what I mean in regards to, what we talked about with creating very happy customers and very happy clients, and instead marketing their results instead of marketing your own. Instead of talking about your lifestyle and what your company is growing to really concentrate on that long-term strategy, which is talking about students and clients' results. So how can you do this? Well, it's very, very simple, guys. I'm just on my personal Facebook page because this is where we do most of our marketing from, aside from YouTube. Like, we don't use business pages or anything like that. But as you can see, I'm very heavy-handed when it comes to testimonials. So I have my featured images there, which are all screenshots. I prefer like the screenshot style testimonial because it looks real.
And it's very raw and straight to the point. And I advise my students to let me know about the income, the amount of clients they're getting, and these are all just taken from screenshots from our private Facebook group. But as you can see, if you scroll down, it's really not a lot to do with me. Like, I'm talking about some more interviews we have coming up with our success students. There's one of our students doing $187,000 in 12 months. So again, talking about her success. Another one started her business 30 days ago and hit over $10,000 AUD. So that's in US dollars. AUD in 30 days, her first business ever. But as you can see, if I scroll down, more testimonials. There's a little bit about me. This is just, to bring my community together, a little happy post there, just talking about how cold it is in Adelaide right now. More testimonials. I think you guys get my point. My whole marketing around my company, guys, I would say about 80% is going to come from my students' results, whether it comes from a screenshot testimonial, or if I come over to my YouTube channel here, it comes in the form of a student success story interview. I actually interview my students. We've got dozens and dozens and dozens of these, of talking about their journey using my course, talking about their success. Even when I come down here, guys, and I'm creating other videos for YouTube to help the community that I've put together, the 6,500 people that have subscribed to my YouTube channel in a very short amount of time, is I'm not talking about my success. I'm not talking about, here's why my lifestyle is awesome, you should do the same. It's actually providing value. Now, this value, I guess we can encapsulate this in, the value as far as not only the value of what you give in your course, whether it's the lifetime support model or Facebook group, but value in your market. How can you provide more free value to your marketplace? I realized that in my marketplace, there's a lot, for YouTube especially, there was a lot of very short videos that really didn't provide value. Most of our videos, as you can see, aside from a couple of short ones, are well over like the 30 to 40, even 1 hour mark. And this is free value. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking to subscribe to anything. I'm literally just saying, if you want to create a coaching package, this is how you do it. If you want to grow your business in the most important 6 ways, this is how you do it. If I come across here, how to get Facebook clients, how to grow your coaching business with less clients, should you have a website? And it goes on coaching package length. There's a 2.5 hour audio book of me with an audio of the actual book that I wrote. Is just providing tremendous value, guys. So remember that flywheel, all about creating value and creating very happy customers. And from my Facebook page, guys, where people are seeing my testimonials, they're seeing the success of my students, they're watching my YouTube channel where I can provide value and show that I know what I'm talking about, but also showing my students' success, not my own success. I'm really getting the attention of my market and I'm driving them into my online course as well, which enables me to give them the utmost support that they could get out of any course at a very competitive price, which is giving them results because I'm short-term sacrificing my own time and success right at the start for their long-term success overall, which is producing more happy customers. It's not about just driving as many people as I can into my online course to fill it up as quickly as possible, give no support, give no structure, give no real good course, and then just taking the money and running, because that's a very short-term strategy, as we talked about before. I'm in this for the long term, and that's the way I want my students to think as well. So guys, this is very long-term strategy. It's what you want to implement into your online coaching business. But guys, if you're watching this and you still have a face-to-face business, you should still be applying these strategies to your face-to-face business. Whether you're working with stop smoking clients, you're working with relationships, you're working with anxiety, you're working with fear of flying, whatever it is, okay? How can you provide more support for your clientele and concentrate on results? How can you give the best results possible in the market than every other therapist or a coach out there? Now, the pricing structure with a face-to-face business is quite different. Okay, and I won't get into that today. We can use that for another video. I'm sure I've created videos on that before. But I just want you guys to think about just happy customers. That's the number one thing you should be concentrating in your company and your business. Always concentrating on what can I do better to make sure my potential customers, my current customers, my past clients and customers are happy. That should be what you should focus on, guys. And this is a long-term strategy. So guys, that's all from me for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.